What up, world? How's everybody doing this morning? It's your man B Nizzle. Figured I'd fuck you up a little bit and come at you bright and early. Hit you with a back-to-back. Y'all not used to seeing this much of my ugly face, but get used to it. You're gonna see this ugly guy for a long time, God willing. And my reasoning for being here bright and early this morning is I didn't sleep good last night. I felt so good yesterday after my live chat was over because I got my message out. And my message is to help. My message is to educate. My message is to inform. So I felt really good about that yesterday because I got my message out. I felt like, it resonated with people and that it was actually going to motivate them to step up and take charge of their own lives and their own futures and their own financial freedoms and act accordingly. I was under the false impression that I had made a difference yesterday, that I gave out a message that actually resonated and reverbed and hit the right notes at the right time, at the right tone to give the correct results and breed something here. And then I started chatting in somebody else's live, and one of my YouTube buddies suggested to me that the stock market was stupid, that it wasn't for them, that they had their own way of doing things. And if you know me, you know that I joke around a lot, even with very serious issues. Sometimes I joke a lot because I feel like it's better to laugh than it is to cry. It's better to look at things from a positive perspective versus a negative perspective. It's better to look at the cup half full versus half empty. Optimism versus pessimism. And upon having this conversation, I was pessimistic because this person didn't get it. This person act like living in this capitalist society that we call America, that capital was a choice for them. As if capital was optional. As if you're deciding on a side order. Do I want the mac and cheese or do I want the French fries? Oh, maybe I should try au gratin potatoes or sweet potato fries. You're bullshitting yourself. Capital, financial freedom, financial education is the main course. It's not the side dish. It's not optional. Capital is not Siri or XM radio. It's not some daggone option that you put in your car. It's not a mag light, an accent. It's the steering wheel. It is the force that directs you. It is the force that decides, are you going left or right, up or down, forward or backwards. It's your four wheels. It's your engine. It's your transmission. It is the body of the car. I don't have any time for anybody bullshitting themselves. I don't have any time for anybody that's got money for the mall or money for Amazon or for your beautician or your barber or to get your nails on fleek or your eyebrows plucked. I don't give a fuck, because that's not the point. The point is for you to make it, not for someone else to take it. But we not making sense out here, ladies and gentlemen. We letting people take it before we make it. We letting people take it before we even want to make it. And then we say it with pride. We say it like we've just done something. We say it like we've accomplished something. You haven't accomplished jack shit. So what? You work for somebody. So what? They give you enough money to survive, to get by, to make it by the skin of your teeth. Aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of seeing your parents and your grandparents and your aunts and uncles struggle when they're at an age where they should be relaxing, chilling, being spoiled, being pampered? But what are they doing? They're getting up at 4 in the morning to be at work by 6 and get off by 6 at night in some cases, sometimes even later. And then got to turn around and do it all over again. Some of them 5 days a week, some of them 7 days a week. But we sit around like we have the luxury to bullshit. We sit around like we have the luxury to decide whether we're going to be profitable or not. We have the choice to decide whether we're going to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and be a productive part of society. We have the power to decide what we're going to give our children, our nieces, our nephews, what type of education they're going to have, what type of world experiences, life experiences, travels are they going to experience. You don't know, because that's not where your focus is. And until your focus gets there, you are failing us all. Failing us all. With no money in your pocket and no viable ways to put money in your pocket that are legal, who gives a damn if you can sing? Who gives a damn if you can dance? Who gives a damn if you're a hell of a roller skater? Who gives a damn if you got the best hairdo on the block or the fattest ass? Who cares that you can lift the most weights? You can run the fastest, jump the highest. Who gives a damn if you're not bringing it all together? If you don't have a purpose for what these skills and talents have afforded you? If you don't have any direction, you can have a lot of energy, you can expel a lot of energy, but if you're chasing your own tail, you ain't going nowhere. But your energy level sure is going somewhere. It's going down because you're wasting that energy. And what are we doing it for? We're doing it for the sake of ignorance. What do you get out of saying with pride, I don't mess with the stock market? Do you feel smarter because you said that? Do you feel like you cracked a code? Do you think that you're above the fray? You think you done solved a mystery that no one else has solved? No, you're making yourself look and sound like a dumbass. That's what you're doing. Because knowledge is power. I don't do hair. I'm a grown ass man. But I'm not going to lie to y'all and tell y'all that it wouldn't help me to know how to do hair. I got daughters. So it would definitely help me to have the knowledge. Now I don't, and I probably never will. But it's nothing to wear as a badge of honor. I don't have these skills. Now I'm not going to lose any sleep that I don't have those skills. But I'm not going to lie to myself and act like my life is better because I don't have those skills. Knowledge is power. And most of you all are allowing the true knowledge that can help you advance in this world fly right over your fucking head. You don't get it. And you think it's funny or a badge of honor that you don't get it. You lament in your ignorance. There's nothing to be proud of. It's nothing to advertise. Look at me. I'm cute and stupid. Those words don't go together. You can't be cute to me and stupid. You're tragic. That's what you are. It's 2021, ladies and gentlemen. What do you have that your mother or father didn't have? What do you have that your grandmother and grandfather did not have? You might have a few things because technology has advanced. But don't dare think that you're getting ahead in this world if you grew up at grandma and grandpa's house on a farm where they owned acres of land, and now you living in a studio apartment. Might be the nicest studio apartment in the world. Might have every amenity, every smoke detector and sprinkler system and Wi-Fi this and smart feature that and ring doorbell this and that. But are we really going to compare 1,000 square feet to 4 acres of land? Really? And if you are the type of person that thinks that you're winning with your studio apartment or your 2 bedroom condo, get the fuck off this chat because you don't belong. You have no business being here if you believe that you are winning. If you believe that you are doing better than mommy and papa, than grandma and grandpa, just because they never owned a pair of red bottoms. You're delusional if that's what you believe. You're lying to yourself if that's what you believe. But it's not the worst thing in the world. We lie to each other every day because we have to come to grips with this thing called life. And we can't accept that life has whipped our ass. There's somebody that's waking up this morning, and the first thing they're going to do is have a drink of alcohol or do a line of some type of drug or smoke something or do something that's just bodily harmful to them. And we're all guilty of it at some point. But the frequency that we do it isn't necessarily the same for a winner as it is a loser. But what are we going to do about it, ladies and gentlemen? We live in this comfortable world where, thanks to technology, thanks to electronics, I can create my own world. If the world says I'm ugly, I can go right on YouTube or Patreon or Discord or Twitch or this or that, and I can make myself pretty in that world. If the world says I'm an asshole, then I can go into my own world and find my own people, or whether they're young, old, intelligent, intellectually gifted, or just slug sperm. I can find somebody to blow smoke up my ass. I can find somebody out here to tell me that I'm the greatest and the best and the hottest. And there are yes people out here, even for us normal folk. The yes people aren't just exclusive to the J-Los and the Mariah Careys of the world. You can find you a yes person right here, right now, on YouTube, while listening to me. It's not hard. But what are you accomplishing by doing it? What are you getting out of it because of it? Are you advancing your life? Are you helping your life? Or are you stroking your ego? Are you telling yourself that you hot shit when you know you're not? Are you telling yourself that you're going to win the lottery when you didn't even buy a fucking ticket? Are you telling yourself that you're going to find the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams, but you never take off your house coat? You always in the house. There's a saying that's very popular in my community that everybody wants heaven, but nobody wants to die. Nobody wants dead. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You don't achieve heaven here on earth. You can have a great life. You can appear to have heaven on earth compared to other people who appear to have hell on earth, but earth is earth, hell is hell, and heaven is heaven. If they were all the same, we wouldn't need different names. So capitalize on the opportunities that you have now. Strive to be better at something. Stop making bullshit ass excuses of what you can and can't do, and that you're trying to do this, but it's too hard. Eating a big ass pork chop, talking about, man, I don't know why I can't lose this weight. Oh man, I mean, I did 5 sit-ups the other day. I don't know why this gut is so big. Pass the potatoes. You're lying to yourself, ladies and gentlemen. You're lying to yourself. And you do it all the time. We do it every day. And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to me too. I'm just as guilty as the same things that I'm saying that you're guilty of. We all have to improve. None of us is on a perch. None of us is high and mighty. We're all human beings. We all have our good days. We all have our bad days. But when we have those bad days, we got to get up and step up. And when we having bad days, we need to have a support base and network base that helps picks us up. We're not on the island anymore, ladies and gentlemen. We are not the one man band anymore where I got everything going on and I got to hit every instrument. No, we're networking, and we're not networking to a point where we just make a band. We're going to make an orchestra. We're going to make a symphony. We're going to have extras. We're going to have spare parts. We're going to have surplus. But this is only accomplished up here. Once you establish it up here, once you close your eyes and visualize it and see it happen before it actually happens, when it happens, you won't be shocked because you already saw it. You've already done it in your mind. You've already given out your award speech. And this is what I'm trying to get you on. This is what my channel is about. Having the mentality of a wealthy man or woman before you become a wealthy man or woman. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, they were, whether we know it or not, they were NBA players before they got to the NBA. Now, they knew that they were NBA players, and they carried themselves like NBA players. And eventually, the NBA caught up with them and said, hey, come on in. And they didn't act shocked. They didn't say, oh my God. They said, okay, I'm coming in because this is where I belong. I should have been here 5 years ago. But you got this rule that I got to be 18 or 19 before I can get here. But I should have been here at 13. I should have been here at 15, 16, 17, 18. That's the mentality of a winner. Arnold Schwarzenegger never lifted a weight that he didn't see him lifting before he lifted it. He visualized that stack of weights moving before he actually moved that stack of weights. Usain Bolt, he visualizes breaking the yellow tape before he even hears the gun snap. Come on, y'all. This game ain't free. People pay thousands of dollars to hear what I'm telling you right now. People laying on couches, emailing Dr. Phil, emailing Ilanya, the Kevin Samuels of the world, trying to figure out, what am I doing wrong? How can I get better? How can I achieve more? How can I live up to my fullest potential? I'm telling you right now. But most of y'all, well, I can say most, but some of y'all still ain't gonna get it because I'm not charging you thousands of dollars for this information. So now doubt kicks in. Does B Nizzle know what he's talking about? Look how scruffy his beard is. Look how out of fray his hair is. What does he know? He just sits up here and smokes all day and yells and rants and raves and this and that. What does he know? I'll let you answer that. I'm not here to sell myself to you all. I'm not here looking for your campaign vote. I'm not politicking here. I'm here to give y'all some facts, some knowledge. I'm here to let you know what you're capable of because for some odd reason, our education system has failed us. The same education system that was supposed to breed confidence, boost our confidence, boost our self-esteem, boost our self-morale, has seemed to let us down. I can have a woman, whether it be my wife, daughter, or my mother, or anybody, feeling good about themselves, and then they look at a magazine of a certain person that's airbrushed or this or that, and then all of a sudden they feel bad about themselves. The most baffling thing in the world to me. Good morning, son. You ready for your class today? Okay, just come over here when you're ready, okay? Y'all lucked up. My rant will be ending soon because my son shares this computer for his education. He's being homeschooled. So we're going to have to continue this at a later date and time. But we're going to continue this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on your ass like white on rice, like stink on shit. Because I don't trust you. In the same breath that people that gave me this knowledge back when they gave it to me had no right to trust me. Because this is a process. This is not, okay, I heard what you said, B Nizzle, and I'm going to go do it. No, you're not. Because you've allowed self-doubt to creep in. You've allowed the fear of failure to creep in. You've made an excuse that you don't have any extra income to start your brokerage account. I can't go to Webull and I can't do this or do that. Nah. You can do whatever you want to do. You can have whatever you want to have. There is no excuses. You know, my last video, I put the link in for you to start your own Webull brokerage. Go back and look at that video if you haven't yet. Grab the link off the video. Take the bull by the horns. Start doing for yourself. And if you're one of these strange weirdos that for whatever reason doesn't love themselves, I hope and pray you have children that you love. I hope and pray that you have a mother that you love. I hope and pray that you have somebody or something significant in your life that you will do for them what you're supposed to do for yourself. I hope and pray, because we deserve to get the best, but we're never going to get the best if we don't treat ourselves like the best. If I'm going around hitting myself all day, the police have no problem coming up hitting me. If you as a woman are going around hitting yourself and beating yourself up all day, mentally or physically, then you've basically given a card for some other person, male or female, to beat on you mentally or physically, because you're doing it to yourself. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Honor yourself. If you got heart problems, prioritize them. If you have diabetes, prioritize them. If you have any health issues at all, prioritize them. If you are financially inept, prioritize it. If you don't know where your next meal's coming from, or you stressing out about how the lights are going to stay on next month, prioritize it. Nobody is telling you that you have to have cable. Nobody's telling you that you're not a person if you didn't see the Laker game last night. Most successful people in this world watch 10 hours of television per week. There's 7 days in a week. That's less than 2 hours a day. And most of the time, the television that they're watching is education based, news based, information based, because they want to obtain more knowledge. And don't get me wrong, they want to laugh too. If SpongeBob is funny, or this movie is a good action movie, they're going to check it out. They like to unwind too, but they have to wind up first to unwind. We're not winding up. We just want to unwind. You got to wind up to unwind, ladies and gentlemen. Even the Jamaicans with their music, they tell you, oh, wind slow. We ain't winding at all. But we want to unwind. You work hard first, then you play hard. Go listen to the Wiz Khalifa song. Work hard, play hard. Ain't no playing hard without the working hard. And ain't no working hard if you're bullshitting yourself. If God has blessed you enough to have a security job, a government job, a beautician job, a janitorial job, whatever the case may be, for you to be able to be putting food in your pocket and money in your pocket and food on the table, that's a blessing. But what are you going to do with that extra you get? What are you going to do with those extra seeds that came in your pack? You're going to plant those seeds and create new fruits, new vegetables, new greenery? Or are you just going to be a dumbass and say, oh, well, it's too waste of my time. Why the hell is this? Next time I should buy the seedless watermelon. Next time I should get something that's less headache, but it bears no fruit. Is it really less of a headache if it's not bringing you prosperity through longevity? Is it really giving you what you need if you ate right then and there, but 20 minutes later or 2 hours later, you're hungry again, but you didn't do the necessary things to sustain your own health, let alone your own prosperity? We have all of these people out here that are trying to save Mother Earth, and I salute you. Because when you hear things about, hey, chopping down a tree, then putting up a tree, every tree I chop down, I plant two more. That's good. That's great. But are you doing that in your life? For every bridge that you burn, are you building two new bridges? What are you doing? You have to grow. You have to advance your life. You have to enhance your life. And it all starts up here. It is not difficult. You can come up with a billion excuses of you're too tired, you're not making enough money. Oh man, my mama was doing this, but now I got to take care of her. And oh, my kid just started college. Oh, blah, blah. We have a billion excuses that we can make and live off of forever. But what does it matter? Who is it helping? Who is it going to give a pass to? Nobody. The same expectations are on you. The price doesn't drop. You don't go into the grocery store and say, "Oh, okay, well, I know you're going through COVID. So this dollar toilet paper, I'm gonna give it to you for 50 cents because of COVID." No, it's the exact opposite. When the COVID's going on and the supplies are dwindling, that dollar toilet paper can go up to $2.50. It can cost you more during tough times. So you got to be ready to strike. You have to be ready to put this into action. And you have to visualize it and see it before anyone else sees it, before it actually happens. Go to Webull.com. Start your account. Go through the link that I have provided. It will give you free stocks. I will be back. You will hear this message again. You will probably be sick and tired of hearing this message. And I will probably be sick and tired of delivering the message. But the work has to be done, ladies and gentlemen. Rome was not built in a day. We have 400 years of ignorance that we have to wipe away. We have 400 years of ineptitude that we have to wipe away. The hardest part is not going to be educating you. The hardest part is going to be taking away the miseducation that you have received decade after decade after century after millennium. That's going to be the most difficult part. Is not reprogramming you, is deprogramming you. Because you're going to fight me. You're going to believe that, hey, I ain't heard nothing about ordering these 40 wings, these 2 pizzas. I'm not hurting my financial prowess or future by buying this one dress or these one pair of shoes or this one new purse or this one automobile. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. You're dead wrong. Because if you're paying for that with blood, sweat, and tear money, you're wrong. You broke your back for that. You put your time and your effort into that. That money is supposed to be the money that goes and makes you more money. That's the money that puts the money in for your red bottoms, for your pizzas, for your entertainment, for your disposable income. Stop bullshitting yourself. Treat yourself. We'll be back. We'll have this conversation again. Everything that I'm telling you is completely out of love. I'm not here to rant and rave and jump on you and this and that and make you feel bad. No, I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to let you know that you can do this, that there is a brighter day for all of us. But you have to do your part. You can't just sit on your ass and be like, oh, it's too hard. Oh, man, it's messed up. I got to do. Yeah, you got to do something. For those of you who are paying X amount of dollars for a physical trainer, but all you doing is watching him or her work out and wondering why you're not getting results, I'm not that type of physical trainer. You're going to get off your ass and you're going to work. And you're going to work harder than I'm working because you're the one that's paying for this. And that's how we carry things at this channel. You're going to work and you're going to work hard, but you're going to be the one that reaps the benefits. When I reap the benefits, it's because I worked hard. And vice versa. When you reap the benefits, it's because you worked hard. Not me working hard for you, not someone else doing it for you. Not you doing it for me. Accountability. Stand on your own 2 feet. And then once I know that you can depend on you, then we can network and we can depend on each other. Well, it's time for my son to go to class now, so I'm going to wrap this up. I love you all very much. Bathe in God's blessings. Don't be afraid of greatness, success. Talk to you all soon. Peace.